Cross Search. I'm Jody Papike. I talk to financial advisors every day. A lot of those advisors are very unhappy with their current situation for one reason or another. And what I want to talk about today is the fact that a lot of advisors avoid a transition even though they're unhappy because they're worried about that transition process. They're worried about losing clients. They're worrying about what the process looks like and the time that it's going to take to go into that transition. So I wanted to discuss the 3 things I think are most important to do leading up to a transition. And I think these things, if done properly, can avoid any kind of problems that you may see throughout a transition process. The first thing is getting the proper legal advice. Now, obviously, advisors are coming from all different types of situations. And that legal advice is going to dictate the way that you should move forward through your transition. For example, if you're leaving a wirehouse where you're an employee, that process of looking at your contract and understanding if you can take any client data with you or how you could approach your clients once you move is going to be a lot different than if you're already independent. But getting legal advice about your contract and how you can move forward is very, very important. Once you've completed that step and you know how you can move forward, make sure that you have very clean client data. And what I mean by that is I always say to advisors, clean data in is clean data out. So make sure you have up-to-date client records, that you can export that client data out of any type of database that you have available so that you can move that data into forms that are needed for the transition. Now, disclaimer, that's for if you have a contract that says that you can do that. The third part that I think advisors need to prepare for is thoroughly understanding the firm that you're going to, their transition process. Interview the transition team and get a good understanding of, do they lead you through the process with a timeline that is mapped out every step of the way what you should be doing? Or are they basically saying, here's the paperwork, good luck? And there's a lot of misunderstandings about that process that if you thoroughly vet that out, you should be able to have a transition team supporting you so that you're not doing it all alone. The other piece of that to thoroughly investigate is whether the firm that you're going to uses an outside service that can help you with the paperwork. The one good thing about transitions these days is the development of technology. And there is now a way through a transition that you don't have to manually fill out every form. You can export your client data into the forms needed and even have your clients electronically sign the paperwork that is needed. So the process, that's the good part of this message for today, is that the process has become a lot easier and there is definitely not as much to fear with a transition. But this is what we help advisors with every day, is understanding the process, getting clear on your timeline so that you avoid any kind of issues along the way. If you have any interest in exploring your options, give us a confidential call today. We'd love to hear from you.